in this video's named Sketch, we will go through 2D sketching. We will cover multiple sketching commands that will allow us to sketch shapes such as rectangles, triangles, circles, and ellipses, and so on. We will also learn how to combine these different sketches and create more complex shapes, and also we will explore how to define a sketch. Mastering SOLIDWORKS 2D sketching is essential if we wish to build a 3D model. In this video, we will discuss what SOLIDWORKS sketches are, how to get a start with SOLIDWORKS sketching, and how to define sketches in SOLIDWORKS. Well, the first question, what are SOLIDWORKS sketches? In SOLIDWORKS, a sketch is a fully dimensional and exact shape that's mostly given in 2 dimensions. It is an exact shape, for example, rectangle or circle, and not an approximation like when we draw with our pencil and just communicating the idea of shapes without specifying how big that object is. SOLIDWORKS also has a 3D sketches function that's more commonly used with surface modeling. For now, we're going to discuss 2D sketching, but in later videos, we're going to cover 3D sketching as well. SOLIDWORKS sketches are the starting point of any 3D model. If we want to build anything in SOLIDWORKS, sketching is the first step we needed to take. When we create a 3D shape in SOLIDWORKS, we often start by creating a 2D sketch and then apply a feature to it. Then we keep iterating those 2 steps as the 3D shape becomes more complicated. The sketches are the basic guiding elements for 3D SOLIDWORKS features. For example, if we want to make a cube, we have to start by drawing the preceding square sketch. After that, we can extrude it to generate a cube. SOLIDWORKS sketches are the base of each SOLIDWORKS model. Thus, it is important to master SOLIDWORKS sketching first. SOLIDWORKS has many ready-made commands. Over here in this command bar, you can see them, that we can use to create simple sketch shapes such as lines, squares, circles, ellipses, arcs, and so on. We will learn about these sketching commands in the next tutorials. However, it is important to understand that all complex sketches are a combination of different simpler sketches. We can break down the complex sketches into these sketching commands. For example, look at this sketch. It is a combination of arcs, circles, slots, lines, and rectangles. This is why it is very important that we master SOLIDWORKS sketching before anything else. Simplifying complex sketches so that there are simple elements is a skill that must be built and enhanced by exercising, and you will become better at it with experience. Now that we know what sketches are, we can start defining the elements that are involved in our sketches. We will start with the sketch planes. If they are not active for you, you can click on over here, hide and show items. These hide and show primary planes. If you click on it, they're active and you can see them. The sketch planes are flat surfaces that we can use as basis for our sketches. They are important because they give our sketches a solid location. As I said before, if we didn't have reference geometries, our model would be floating in an endless space. And also origin, over here in this design tree, it's here, origin. It's over here, origin. If I click on it, it's here, origin. In the last video, we understood that a feature manager can be simplified by splitting it into 4 parts. Command, which includes the sketches and features that we use to build a model apart. Reference geometries, which are default sketch planes that SOLIDWORKS provides us when we start a new sketch. Let me hide these planes. Okay. Front plane, top plane, right plane, and also the origin. I want to show you the origin in the sketch mode, so let me go to sketch. Okay, here in the canvas, we can see the small red dots with arrows represented the original point of the canvas and located exactly where the 2 red arrows meet. It is the only defined and fixed point in SOLIDWORKS. Because it is the only fixed point, it is very important to always link our sketches to that origin point. Otherwise, our sketch will always be underdefined in the infinite canvas. We're going to learn how to link sketches to this point. We can visualize these default planes by imagining a box and the planes being the top, the front, and the right hand side of it. We can use any other 2D straight surface as a sketch plane as well. We can also create our own planes based on different geometrical references. We will explore these later in other videos. I'd like to show you on exercises so we can learn them better and know where to use them. Now that we've identified our sketch planes, we can start using those planes to create our sketches. Let's go start with SOLIDWORKS sketching. First, we need to get into sketch mode. First of all, check that you've selected the sketch category over here. If you click on either this sketch option over here or any of these entities in the sketch toolbar, for example, I click on circle, SOLIDWORKS reminds you to select the sketch plane. When you select the plane, the sketch opens. For example, I select front plane and it opens and I can draw a sketch like this. And if you want to exit the sketch, you can click on this icon over here or over here exit sketch and you're out of the sketch. Another way is that you pre-select a plane or planar face and then click either on a sketch option over here or any of these entities again. For example, I select right plane and I can click this sketch option over here or any of these entities. I select them. Another way to open a sketch is to right-click on a plane or planar face and select Insert a Sketch. These planes can be selected from either the graphics window or the feature manager. For example, I right-click on the front plane and this option, Sketch, if I click on it, the sketch is open and I can, for example, draw a line over here like this. And I exit the sketch again. If you want to edit your sketches, you can right-click on a sketch in a Feature Manager or Graphics window and select Edit Sketch. For example, I want to edit this sketch 3. I right-click on it, this icon, Edit a Sketch. If I click on it, I can edit this sketch. You know, it is active. And I can edit it or I can add other sketches to it. And I can exit and let me, or I can right-click on this sketch and again edit a sketch. And I can edit this sketch again. Or you can also select a sketch from the Feature Manager graphics window and click the sketch button over here, this sketch option, or any of these sketch entities. For example, I click on this circle and I click on a sketch and it's active again. Or let me select this one this time and click on circle again. You can also edit your sketch by double clicking on the sketch that you want to change and you want to edit, but it will only work when the Instant 3D is active. Instant 3D is in features category over here. If I click on it, it's active and I want to change this sketch, for example, I double click on it and I can edit it. Now that we're in the sketching mode, we can see multiple sketching commands in the command bar. This includes commands for sketching simple shapes such as lines, rectangles, circles, arcs, and others. We will go over these major sketching functions and use them in more detail in the next tutorials. Now the third question, how to define sketches in SOLIDWORKS. We need two components to construct a sketch. First, sketch entities such as lines, circles, and so on. The second, dimensions and relations which we use to define our sketch. Let's start by dimensions. Dimensions represent distance and angles that can be defined with a number. For example, lengths of lines, the diameters and radial of circles and arcs, and an angle between two lines. And relations represent geometric relations between the different parts of a sketch. For example, a line can have a horizontal relation to the sketch plane, or two lines can be perpendicular to each other, or for example, two circles can be concentric to each other, and also a line can be tangent to a curve. Let's explain these with an example. Let me delete these sketches. You can also delete sketches by right-click on them in the feature manager. But first we have to exit this sketch. I click on this exit sketch, and now I right-click on sketch number 3 and click on delete. This window asks you if you really want to delete this sketch, and I click on yes. And again for this sketch number 1, delete. Yes. Okay. Now I want to open a new sketch. I choose top plane and I click on sketch. Okay, rectangle without any dimensions and relations. As you see, this rectangle is blue. When a sketch in SOLIDWORKS is blue, it means that it's underdefined. Over here, in the lower right corner, it's written underdefined. It means that our sketch can be changed. For example, I can move this sketch and put it wherever I want. For example, I put it over here. Or I can resize it. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. Okay. When we simply draw a sketch consisting of lines, circles, etc., or a combination of these sketch commands, we can easily move or resize them, you see. However, this flexibility isn't suitable for detailed modeling, as precise dimensions are vital for manufacturing. SolidWorks, being focused on supporting product design and manufacturing, underscores the importance of accurately defining shapes. Okay, now we should define it. So I set dimensions for this rectangle. Okay, and I fixed it. I linked this corner with the origin. Now you see the sketch is black. And as you see, now that we have defined our sketch, it is black. And here, lower right corner, it is written fully defined. It means that I cannot move it, okay? I've been trying to move it, but I cannot because it's fixed and linked to this origin. And I cannot resize it because it has a specific dimensions, length 6 and 3 were the lenses that we set for this rectangle, so it cannot be changed. And it's a suitable sketch for modeling. This table provides an overview of the geometric relations commonly encountered in SolidWorks sketching. We'll discuss the various items listed in this table in examples and exercises in the upcoming tutorials, where we explain each of these sketching tools to have a better understanding of them and know when to use each one effectively. We don't need to memorize all of these relations. It's essential to familiarize ourselves with them. We'll refer to these icons and their corresponding relations frequently as we work on sketches. Understanding these relations is crucial for creating accurate sketches, and we'll begin applying them as we start sketching various shapes in the next section. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section.